Good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Real Juicy Detox. Welcome to Bouncing with Berns. Welcome to my front room, my beach room. I am Berns. I'm your Dr. Morse certified detox specialist. And today we are bouncing just like we start every other day here at the Real Juicy Detox. Such a great way to feel good in our bodies as we are facilitating this detox process with a little bit of light rebounding. So come on in, let's get started. We also do a beautiful question and answer. We get together with the community, we say hello, we check in with each other. So if you are here in class, make sure to drop a comment because then I'll be able to pull it up on the screen so that we can connect. You can say hello to your class members. And if you're brand new, oh my gosh, drop a comment so that we can see you and get to know you and you can be part of this vibrant, amazing community right here on the Real Juicy Detox. Oh my goodness. So every day we get bouncing. I am bouncing on a 38-inch wide rebounder. Just a little cheap thing that I got on Facebook Marketplace. Of course, you can get a big fancy one if you want. Hey, Amanda. Oh my goodness, good morning. How are you, darling? I haven't seen you in a hot minute. Have you been busy? Have you been good? What have you been up to, darling? So great to see you back. I mean, in commenting, anyhow, you probably have been here a little bit. I'm drinking this morning some grapefruit pineapple juice. So good. Meadow is here. Party is about to start. Party is started. People are starting to come in. Oh, my left eye is watering as it always does when I do a little rebounding. Getting that lymphatic fluid moving right away. So good. How are you doing this morning, Meadow? Rockstar is here. Good morning, bouncers. Good morning, sir. How are you doing today? So great to have you in the house, Rockstar. How are you doing? How are you feeling? Are you back to your usual? You're back to your usual high-vibing self after getting some of that extra fun food out of the way? Yay, I've been doing 90% raw. Babe, that is amazing. 90% raw. How are you feeling? That's amazing. That's actually really, really good. That is amazing. Hey, Talia, good morning. And Aubrey, Miss Aubrey. I don't know if you're awake yet, Miss Aubrey, but good morning, ladies. So glad to have you guys. Hey, Anne Marie is here too. Oh my goodness, the class is filling up. I love this. Our morning classes are really starting to become a thing. You guys realize you're onto a good thing here, right? Yes. Amanda says, I've been here off and on. Good. I didn't mean to make you feel like, oh my gosh, bad about that or anything. Please. I just wanted to say I haven't seen your pretty face on the comments, so I got really excited when I saw you pop in. I've been here off and on, doing good. Fell off juicing after my personal loss. Oh, honey, I'm sorry about your loss. But my husband is ready to start again, but loving bouncing and totally notice a difference. What have you noticed? Is it a difference with the bouncing that you've noticed? Has it? Let us know in the comments so that anybody else can be inspired and to know how it's helping you. Morning snow. Is it snowing outside? I did not even notice. Morning snow. It's supposed to snow tomorrow as well, isn't it, Amy? Oh my goodness, I so wanted to go up to spend the weekend with our friends out in Bancroft. The husband is a real estate agent out in the Bancroft Cottage Country, Halliburton area. Yeah, I wanted to go out there, but I was like, I can't invite myself over if Dali is going to be shoveling snow this weekend. Soon, baby, soon. Time to start manifesting the dream lake house. But yes, snowing outside. So great. So I wanted to talk a little bit today. As I was laying in bed listening to my meditations, I love my morning meditations. Anybody else out here doing morning meditations? I've been doing the morning meditations with Paul McKenna. Oh, awesome, Amanda. I'm going to read that in a second. I've been doing my morning meditations with Paul McKenna, and I decided, since the confidence and motivation meditations have done such a powerful job on my head, as it should do, I thought, you know what? I'm going to just start buckling down and start really focusing. This next year will be a focus on the financial abundance meditations. Yes, I am financially abundant. I mean, look at the house that I live in, the beautiful things that are around me, the incredible food that I have in my house and in my belly every single day. I am so abundant, but I want more, and I want more. That's right. I want a never-ending stream of financial abundance always flowing to me in increasing amounts from multiple sources on a continual basis for the well-being of all. That's right. Flowing to me like that tidal wave behind me there. Yes, it's all coming together. It all works together, baby. All of the visions, all of the everything works all together. So I'm going to be focusing on those from now on. Yeah. And the 7 days to change your life. The link for that playlist that I'm talking about, the Paul McKenna self-hypnosis playlist, are in the description of this video if you're watching this on YouTube. And I notice a lot of us are watching the Real Juicy Detox on YouTube. And can I just say thank you so much for that? Like right now, oh, it's not too bad. It's an even split between YouTube and Facebook. So that is good. That is good. When I first started, I would be super dizzy on the rebounder, but just kept increasing my time, and it doesn't happen anymore. I've actually noticed a difference in my skin and energy. That is so cool. Even with falling off, have you been doing the rebounding consistently? Doing this rebounding consistently, you guys, is key. Our skin feels better because our lymphatic system is opening up. This is actually helping and encouraging our entire system to work together, right? It's not a heavy duty, intense kind of rebounding workout. You're gently opening up. You're gently starting to move the lymphatic system. Yes, you do ideally want your kidneys to be filtering, obviously, for good health anyhow. But if you guys are with me and you're doing this on a, not on a one-off kind of thing, but you're really applying these classes and what you're learning in these classes, and you're bouncing with me in the morning, you're focusing as much as you can on your juice, and when you fall off the wagon, you get back on the wagon. You're just doing this as, you know, a day-to-day lifestyle, not just a, oh, let's do juicing for 7 days and then go back to our old eating habits. But you're doing this as an applied daily practice. I'm telling you, just like Amanda is feeling, no more dizziness. Sometimes I could get a little bit dizzy too, looking at a solid, non-moving thing and seeing the background bounce around behind me. That can make me feel a little bit dizzy sometimes, right? All of that as well is lymphatic stagnation in the head. You guys know my left eye waters all the time. Whenever I bounce, that is lymphatic stagnation draining. But skin-wise, skin is so soft and so smooth and so even, and it tightens up when you do this lymphatic drainage, and when you do the rebounding, and when you do the beautiful clean eating with the juices. Like seriously, every day I wash my face in the morning to come and bounce with you guys, and I look in the mirror and I'm like, that's crazy town. That is crazy town. 55 years old. That's crazy. So if you guys want a little bit of that, you know, rejuvenation of your skin, you want it to bounce back up a little bit, you want to have more energy and more life force and more, you know, vibrancy in your skin, in your face. Rebounding, baby. Consistently. And again, I will say it again. If it were not for you guys and these classes, I would not be consistently doing this. I really needed, so thank you guys for being here to help me with my accountability. I really needed you guys to be here, or else I'd be like, what's the point? It's just a little rebounding. But don't underestimate the power of this to help you feel good on your detox. Helps you feel good on your detox. It's so, so powerful. Good morning, Nancy. Nancy says, good morning, everyone. How was your shift at work last night, babe? I hope you're having a beautiful day. Oh my goodness, so great to see you here. Good morning, Berns and everyone. Good morning, raw vegan niece. How is your day going, darling? I hope you're having a good one. We're renting a cottage this summer in August, kind of near Algonquin. Ooh, but I'm excited to buy or even buy land. Yeah, Dali's interested in buying land. I need somewhere to start up and to go to, you know. I want a cottage. I am manifesting something powerful, and I'm not manifesting it from where I currently stand. I'm manifesting it from where I currently stand in my future self. So yeah, I'm excited. So yeah, I could do that too. I could buy land. There are some beautiful properties out there. Oh my gosh, yeah, near the Algonquin Park border, just south of the Algonquin Park border. Some nice places there. Lots of orange juice and feeling good. Only a little stiffness in my hands. I always feel my best on juice. Man, I am the same way. A little couple of bites or nibbles of Dali's, cooked quinoa, because he's really digging that. He's really loving that. And he's super clean. Like, he is super clean. He doesn't have stiffness. He doesn't have, he's got a really strong constitution. I'm not kidding you. So I don't mind, cooking it up a little bit for him and having a couple bites. But again, cooking all alkaline food and only in small quantities. I'm not cooking every day for him. I'm not getting into that with him, but a little bit and then straight back to the juice is how I feel my best as well. Good morning, Elaine. How are you? Hey, Deepika. Oh my goodness. So last night, Deepika, I went to bed. Was it last night or the day before? I went to bed thinking, I wonder how Deepika is doing with the bloating and the gas. Let us know in the comments, Deepika. Have you noticed any change when you now have gone, what is going on with my eye? It's just itching me. I'm sorry. That's just like, when you have like an itch inside of your eye and it's just like, you can't. How is your tummy doing, honey? I'm so excited to hear. And did you simplify your juices like we talked about? Let me know in the comments, babe. I've been thinking about you. I'm so glad you're here this morning, all the way from India. Can we hear it for Deepika? Oh my goodness, coming from a long way compared to where I am here in Canada. Good morning, Berns. How long have you been rebounding? This morning or in general? I've been rebounding for too little time. I started rebounding when I started my juice protocol in June, maybe closer to July, but I only started rebounding consistently in October. And it's been 117 days since we started our juice cleanse together, our first one on October the 18th. And basically, consistently, every single day, not missing a day, whatever was that day that I first posted a rebounding video. Maybe the end of October, because I didn't start rebounding right away. But yeah, not too long. Hi, everyone. How old did you say you were, Berns? I am 55. Yeah. I'm 55 years old, babe. 1965. Pretty crazy, huh? At least I think it is. Yes, I would close my eyes when I first started and definitely notice having lymphatic drainage and where I'd have blocked and gentle lymph massage, lots of juice, lemon water, and bouncing. Lots of juice, lemon water, and bouncing, baby. Oh my goodness. You know, sometimes when we start this whole protocol and we start this whole thing that we're doing with our bouncing and our detox and our eating raw, cleaning up the standard American diet, so when we start it, we don't really realize what we are going to be feeling if we continue on it on a consistent basis. And the only way that you can see how something is going to really impact your life is do that thing for a consistent, do it consistently for an extended period of time. Because I'm telling you guys, I am the most lazy person you can probably meet. If I have an option to sit down or go outside for a walk, and by the way, Dawn, I'm going outside for a walk after this bounce today. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And I might even do a short format video that I will post. Yes, I will. Dawn is inspiring me so much to get out of the house because you guys, I don't get out of the house very much. I am such an indoor person. I'm a chalet bunny. Everybody go out and ski. I'll keep the hot chocolate ready for you when you come back. I am staying inside. Literally told by, I mean, there's this whole story behind that, but I totally am a chalet bunny. I'm not a ski bunny. I'm a chalet bunny. You understand? So going outside is like a challenge for me. I just don't like doing it. I like it when I'm gone, once I'm there, once I'm outside enjoying it. So Dawn, baby of the Grayson way, I'm going to start going outside. And now that I have that 3-hour time period between morning class and afternoon class, I'm going to start doing it. Yeah, it's the consistency. I'm going to do it every day, a little bit. And I have a beautiful park, a beautiful wooded area to go walk to. I don't know why I don't do it more. Good morning, Berns, because I'm lazy. Good morning, Berns. Good morning, Janita. Good morning, everyone. I fell asleep last night with my headsets on listening to you, Berns. The fruit juice definitely is helping me sleep, and I'm definitely filtering. Sam, I'm so thrilled and honored, by the way, that you put me on to help you go to sleep, and that I'm what's playing in your head while you're sleeping, because all of the energy that I put out here in these classes, I direct all of my good energy. Oh my gosh. So you're getting that good energy while you sleep subconsciously too. So super cool. Totally honored. Hello. Hello. Let's see. Deepika is here. I did pineapple juice with ginger and turmeric in the morning, and I had orange juice in the afternoon, but that caused sensitivity in my tooth. Got a little worried. My stomach is fine as long as I'm not eating. It's fine on juice, but evenings I'm still having steamed vegetables or a salad. Okay. First of all, congratulations. That is amazing. What a change up. A small little change up in your protocol helps to get that whole tummy and the whole digestive thing going, right? You can see it on juice. Our stomachs and our digestive system, everything takes a rest. Everything takes a little bit of a rest, just like Rockstar was just saying. Everything takes a little bit of a rest, and your body is allowed to put that energy that would have gone into digesting your food, even if it's raw and even if it's all completely alkaline. Your stomach still has your intestine is working, right? It's using energy. It's going double time. And listen, a lot of us are out here that have a lot of stuff that we need to heal in our bodies. We need to literally heal a lot of these digestive issues, and nothing is going to soothe and heal your body faster or better than fruit juice. Now, like you say, orange juice may cause a bit of sensitivity in the tooth just because different juices have different astringent properties, different levels of pulling toxins out. And oftentimes we are lymphatically stagnant in the head, but in particular in this area. And also we feel it strongest in the mouth because our mouths are sensitive, right? So it's not uncommon. Don't get worried about that. In our Detox 102 class, Deepika, let me show you the slides. Hold on. in our Detox 102 class, we talked about some of the, where is it? Detox 101. Detox 101, hang on, let me pull up the slide for you, babe. Detox 101, we talked about some of these detox symptoms that we are going to feel, right? So we talked about, all of these mild symptoms. And all of these are in one of my highlight reels on my Instagram account, The Real Juicy Detox, and they're in the Facebook group. I should also put some albums on just my regular profile, but come to the Facebook group and answer the 3 questions when you come in to join, and you'll be able to get access to all of these slides that are all big enough to just put on your screenshot them, and so you can put them on your phone, so you can refer to stuff as you experience them, and you can say, okay, I don't need to be worried about this. This is just a detox symptom. Like, oh my goodness, my disease symptoms are temporarily increasing. Like, what is going on? I'm making my disease worse. No, you're not. It's a cleansing symptom. It's a detox symptom. See? Cleansing symptom. But on here, as you start to go, let me see here. Sensitivity with teeth is a really common one, Deepika. You don't need to worry. What you can do is realize which of these juices are pulling and more astringing in your body, and a little bit too electric and too powerful for now. I used to have incredible sensitivity in my teeth before juicing. Just brushing my teeth would hurt. Yeah. When I started juicing, I had teeth stuff going on. I had fuzzy teeth. Oh my God, the fuzzy teeth. The tooth sensitivity in some of my areas where I know I've had from before starting juicing, where I've had small minor cavities, was flaring up, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to go get that filled. They haven't been bothering me since I pushed through that and continued juicing. Let me just see here where we see the one about teeth. So even increase in tumor size, that can really freak a lot of people out, because you think, oh my God, the sky is falling, I'm getting worse. It's short-lived, but it's an indication of how lymphatically stagnant you are. And it is showing you where you are weakest in your body and where needs the most cleaning out. So if something is causing too much of a detox symptom, pull back from that. If it's citrus or orange juice that's causing the tooth sensitivity, sometimes when I start doing a full 100% juice protocol, I will start to get canker sores in my mouth, especially from the citrus, or even just drinking citrus at all. I'm really surprised that since I've started drinking citrus lately, that my mouth sores have been fine. It has not been tearing up my tongue like it sometimes does. When I was doing the grape fast, oh my gosh, babe, the grapes just totally, my mouth was so sore, it was painful to speak. But Heal All Tea. Deepika, get your hands on the herbs from the Heal All Tea. Look at this, loose teeth, minor. Your teeth can become loose with this. That's how impacted and how stagnant we are in our head, and we are feeling it as it breaks up and starts to break free in our mouth. But these things are short-lived. Look at all of these detox symptoms that you can experience. You're not going to experience all of them. Don't freak out. All right. But these are signs that you're cleaning out. And when you clean out, like when you clean out the junk drawer, what happens when you take out the junk drawer and you empty it on the counter because, oh my gosh, you can't even close or open the damn thing, so you need to clean it out. It's a huge mess, right? You're faced with a huge mess that you got to work through. You got to clean stuff out. You got to polish up stuff that needs to be polished up. You got to throw out stuff that you're not using anymore, that you just stuck in there because you were too lazy to take care of, right? And you're going to, this is kind of analogous or the analogy of cleaning out your drawer, cleaning out your body. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel it. Look at this one. Tumors popping out all over the body. Our beautiful friend and class member, Olga, sent me the pictures God bless you, Olga, of parts of the tumor that are now coming off of her through her breast. Came out in the shower. Holy crackamole. I will show you guys later on the tumor, but I will not show you the actual breast where it is that is effective. I think it's a little bit too much for a lot of people. And Olga asked me to respect the privacy of the fact that it's, you know, her like naked breast. So I'm not going to show you that part. It's looking, I've got the pictures of the ones that she sent me from the beginning and throughout her journey. It looks gnarly, you guys. It looks freaking gnarly, but it is getting better. And she is now, these things are coming off of her now. They're coming out. Why not just go to the surgeon and have the breast removed? Because the woman wants to heal the thing naturally, because she's doing it and she knows that it can be done. And she doesn't want that kind of medical intervention. And she's doing this with Dr. Morse Herbs and the support of the group here and this beautiful fruits and raw living protocol. And she's digging deep, baby. You're digging deep, baby. Olga, I take my hat off to you. I don't understand how. Mad respect, right? Abscesses developing all throughout the mouth. This is normal. It's just a sign that you're cleansing and you're digging deeper. You're digging deeper. So when I had my mouth show up with all of that soreness on my tongue, I could literally barely talk, although I did for class, and started drinking the Heal All tea. Within that day, it was gone. It was amazing. Look at this, loss of fingernails or toenails. Like things, we have impacted our bodies so much that these signs of cleaning out the body so intensely, these strong symptoms are an indication of how deep this goes. Better this stuff get out than stay in, because if it stays in, I am telling you without a question of a doubt, I've lived it, I've experienced it. If you leave these things in your body, it will lead to tissue dying, because these are, especially on the strong side, these are indications of a high level of acidosis in the body. So getting these things out of the body, it's nothing to be afraid of at all, because look at what you have to look forward to as an end result of cleaning these things out of your body, right? Your tumors are reduced or eliminated, loss of lymphatic swelling, all of this, deeper breathing, increased energy. People asked me last night, some of you were coming on into class, and they're like, I can't remember who said it. I think it was Linda. She's like, my God, you're on again? You're like the Energizer Bunny. Can't fake this stuff, guys. You can't fake this stuff, right? Right, kids? You just can't fake energy. You either have it or you don't have it. You either have it or you don't have it. So, keep on plugging away. Keep on pushing through these things, because it is really, really, really worth it, babe. It's so worth it. Look at all of the end results of cleaning. Look at all of this, So cool, right? So cool. So keep on pushing through. The sky is the limit on how incredible we can feel in our bodies. Watch Dr. Morse, watch the Berns. Stay with us, stay with us, stay with us. Okay, let me first see here. Deepika says, I have enjoyed the group. Please see my post. I will. I'll go and I'll look. I don't get into our own group as much as I would like. Honestly, sometimes I have such little time in between classes to spend time with my family, to take care of myself, to do what I need to do. I think I did see your post. I think I hearted it. I think I commented on it, as a matter of fact. But I will definitely make sure to get in there to, yeah, we have so many incredible people posting people. We have so many incredible class members like you, Deepika, new people. original gangsters, as I call it. Ooh, look at that quinoa buckwheat salad with spring on it. Duda is just amazing. Oh, Amy's Bagels. Oh, that was from 6 days ago. So, you know, you know, you know, we love you and we love having you here. I gargled with baking soda and warm water after orange juice. Okay, okay. All right, all right. You can do that. You can also just rinse out your mouth with that. Just swirl it around. If you have access to the herbs from the Heal All Tea class, babe, I think that would be such a good thing for everybody to do. If you're living in a country where maybe you cannot access the Heal All Tea from Dr. Morse, then I would recommend making it, and we did a class on that. It's in the description of this video. It's in the masterclass series playlist. But these are the herbs that we use for the Heal All Tea. And this would be really good for using as you can use it as make a poultice, like a little mixture of it, grind it up, make a little paste and put it directly inside, in and around the affected areas. You can swirl your mouth out, rinse your mouth out, and you can also just drink it as a tea, because it will just heal as it goes through. But if you're swirling it around in your mouth for for a few minutes, just to, as a mouthwash, then you want to spit that out. Don't swallow that, because it will pull and astringe stuff out of your acids out of your mouth. So you want to spit that out, and other toxins. You want to spit that out. You don't want to be swallowing that. So you can do that as well. I'm so happy. I'm so happy you're doing this, babe. So Deepika, you can see that when you eat food, you can see how it affects your belly, right? When you drink only juice, you can see how much better you feel. You feel better. You don't have the gas. You don't have the bloating. You might feel some pulling effects of this in your mouth, but stick with it. Keep with. Eventually, you'll your intestinal system, your digestive system, so that you eat chewing food again, so that you can even eat a little bit of steamed or cooked food. When you have your vegetables, make sure, stay away from the rotis, stay away from the rices, stay away from those things that are acid forming, okay? If you're gonna have your vegetables, by the way, what vegetables are you having? I'm always interested in people around the world, how you prepare your cooked and steamed vegetables. I love Indian food. Oh my gosh, Deepika. I love Indian food. Deepika's from India, if you just tuned in. One of our beautiful Indian kids in the class. The kids in the class. I love Indian food. I was raised on Indian food. In Trinidad, we have about a 51% of the population is East Indian. And so very, very heavy Indian influence. I love my rotis. I love my doubles. Oh my gosh, I haven't had doubles in let me stop. Let me not go there anymore. But how do you prepare your vegetables? Do you make dal? Do you make, what do you do? Love me some good Indian food, man. I loves it. I loves it. Good morning. Good morning, darling. How are you, consciousness? So glad that you are here. Little suggestion, ask your body where you're storing trauma and it will tell you. Oh, yeah. And speaking of that, I saw somebody posted in our group a map of the teeth with different areas that each of the teeth align to or represent in the body. My incisor, this one, your little vampire, your pointy tooth, this points to the liver. And it was a rider when I was a teenager. That's why I had braces as a teenager, just on my top teeth, because this one was a rider. It was coming in and it was growing at the same time on top of in the gum here as the original one, because I have to, believe it or not, my mouth is small. I know I have a big one, but it's a small one at the same time. But I had to have braces for this incisor to drop down into place properly. Interestingly enough, on that tooth map photo, that the incisor points to the liver. Interesting when you consider that I had 75% of my liver removed a couple years ago for this cancer thing. I didn't work last night. I have today off. Yes, awesome. I'm just here in case, drinking my juice. I drank 2 liters of juice yesterday and I peed a whole lot more. I felt so good. Wondering if it was okay to bounce. Yes, it is okay to bounce. Even if your kidneys are not quite filtering yet, start doing it gently and just do it for like 1 to 5 minutes. You're going to slowly, that I believe, and from what I've seen in myself and with my clients, a gentle bouncing is very conducive to helping the whole lymphatic system slowly get going. You don't want to pull too hard on the lymphatic system when you're just started, or even when you're, after a little while, whether it's through herbs or through rebounding. You want to be careful, right? You want to be careful, but you want to start just encouraging your lymphatic system to start moving a little bit. So even if you do a little bouncing without even moving your feet, let me show you, because oftentimes I will show this part on in class. So what you can do, what I do when I bounce in class, and I totally realized I didn't bounce enough today, so let me get a little bit more in. But when I bounce in class, right, I usually just do this. I'm not doing a big heavy duty like all of that. No. I don't have. I'm too old for that nonsense. I'm not going there. Used to do those kind of crazy workouts. I'm kidding. I'm not too old for anything. I just that's not what I want right now. Later on, yeah, maybe I want to learn how to do a big heavy duty crazy workout. But for now, no. I just want to. What is my purpose of doing this? My purpose, always go back to your intention. What is your intent in doing something? My intent with this is to gently open up my lymphatic system, get it starting to move around so that my kidneys, which are filtering beautifully, but which for some of you are just starting to filter, it just gives your body a chance to start the process of everything waking up, including your kidney function. This helps, facilitates, eases your kidneys opening up, right? So I will just bounce like this, right? And all that I'm doing here is raising my heels. That's all I'm doing, right? I'm just raising my heels, just like that. I'm not doing any big heavy duty arm movements, weights, all of that. No. I'm just doing a gentle move like that. If you are just starting out and you don't want to overdo it, you don't want to overextend yourself, then what you can just do, or maybe you have an injury and you can't handle a lot, just bounce like this, keeping your feet completely flat on the trampoline and just keeping soft knees. See, I'm not locking my knees, not doing that. Just soft knees, right? Just a gentle bounce, just like that. And that up and down every time you come up, and I'm just actually moving my weight left and right because, I just do that. When you do this, just that gentle bouncing is going to open up the flaps in your lymphatic system, which is a huge network. Think of a just gigantic network all over your body, connecting all of your cells. It's the toilet of our of our body. Our cells poop into the lymphatic system, and it's not just, everything has a very fine structure within our body. It's so beautiful. Our bodies are absolutely incredible. And this network, this fine network of lymphatic vessels, doesn't have a pump like the heart does, the cardiovascular system. And it requires a little bit of zero gravity bouncing for those. When we do that, the flaps all along every single pipe in this network are these flaps, right? All along the pipe, there are these flaps. And when we do this bouncing, it gently opens up these flaps like this all along our entire system. And the cellular debris that is over here can then slide in and get into this lymphatic system. So gently doing this is going to increase and encourage how everything works, how everything flows. In the body, all disease has to do with the acids in our body, the toxicity in our body, but also the obstructions in our body, right? So wherever our energy flow is obstructed, and what are the 3 flows of energy in the body, kids? You know, blood flow, lymphatic flow, nerve flow. The lymphatic flow is a very important flow of energy in the body, and when we obstruct it, what happens? If you obstruct blood flow, we know what happens there: heart attack, uh, uh, embolisms, stroke, right? When you obstruct blood flow, that's it. Lights out, baby. When you obstruct lymphatic flow, it doesn't happen. The lights out, baby. It doesn't happen right away. Sometimes it stretches on for a while, but at a certain point, if your flow is shut down, you need to do something to get this energy flow moving. And this is one of the most important things that you can do for yourself. A little bit of rebounding, a minute. Start out with a minute, Nancy. Start out with a minute. Work your way up to 2 minutes, work your way up to 5 minutes. And by that time, baby, oh baby, you're keeping out all the acid forming food, like all the bread, all the pastry, all of that stuff that just leaves behind such a huge acid ash in the body. You're going to be leaving out all the meat, all the dairy, all the eggs, all the stuff that just leaves behind this acid in our body that shuts down and kills our kidneys, which ends up literally killing ourselves. Every single disease in the body can be traced right back to how well are your kidneys filtering, how good is your kidney functioning, how good are your kidneys functioning, how good are your adrenal glands functioning that sit right on top of the kidneys. All of that that's everything in the body. Your elimination of toxins is absolutely imperative if you want to tap into your inner energy flow, if you want to unlock your health and vitality. Absolutely, you have to address the elimination. It is so incredibly key. Is it okay to bounce on the rebounder while my legs are still swollen? So you can do that very gently. Okay, do that very gently. And then when you're done on the rebounder, go lay down, put your legs up, do a little inversion therapy, put your legs up just a little bit, up like that. You don't have to put them right up on a wall, but you can invert them a little bit so that it allows that to drain. You know, with edema, with swelling in the legs, you and I want to have a little one-on-one chat with you. David, your beautiful husband, set that up. You got to kind of be careful. You don't want to be over consuming too much water. So it would be good for me to have a little chat with you. I want to see what your legs are actually looking like, what the swelling is like, how much pitting are you getting? Because if you are too edemic, if you're retaining and holding on to too much water, you want to kind of limit the amount of water that you're taking in, eating the fruit, eating grapes. But I think 2 liters spread out throughout the course of your day should be fine for you. Just keep an eye on, monitor your swelling that you're having in your legs. You want to be aware after 2 liters, how are you feeling? Is the swelling going down a little bit? Is it getting worse? You know what I mean? We need to monitor that to make sure that your kidneys really start opening up and start filtering. It's a delicate balance between too little juice and too much juice. Yes, go walk, especially in the sunshine. All right. I hate winter. You know what I'm saying? I really don't like it for walking outside. Yes, sorry, I saw that one already. My cavities haven't bothered me since I went raw. That is so good. Our teeth can heal. You know that, right? You can heal these cavities. But if you're looking at oh my God, I have a cavity and it's bothering me and I need to get it filled, Will juicing help? Will Heal All Tea help? Girl, go get that filled. But if you just go to the dentist and they say, oh, alarm, 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 alert, 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 you have all these cavities in your mouth now, you didn't have these before. First of all, it's been brewing in your body for decades, the acids that we put into our mouth. That it hasn't shown up as yet on an x-ray, but if you start doing this and you start noticing that you're getting more of these cavities pop up on your dental appointments, don't freak out. Keep doing this. Go back, because what are the options? They're going to want to fill it anyhow. If you go and eat cooked food, you're not going to help yourself. You're still going to have the cavities. Cavities don't just, it takes a little while for cavities to, do a lot of damage. You can have a cavity for a long time, but doing this protocol, you're going to be strengthening your enamel. Our herbs, which I can't remember which of the herbs, but one of the benefits is strengthening of enamel. If you think about it, the gum has to loosen to get rid of the gunk. All of this lymphatic stagnation, absolutely. It's breaking up. It's breaking up, and it's coming through the main exit point of the head. Our body is going to try to eliminate through the kidneys, through the skin, and through the bowels. That's how our body eliminates. The inside of your mouth, think of that as part of your skin. It eliminates things. It's a mucosa lining. It is how we purge out stuff. Our sinuses will drain. Our eyes, we can get stuff leaking out of our eyes. You guys know my left eye always when I rebound. Our skin, our ears, our bowels, our vagina for women, penises for men, our rectums, right? Anywhere that you have a means of exit from the body is going to try to exit stuff out of you. And the more acids you have trapped in your body because of all the acids that you've been eating that have shut down, especially the protein, that have shut down your kidneys, that have prevented your kidneys from filtering all your life, where do you think the acid residue from what we eat, where does that go? Some of it is pooped out. Yeah, you're right. And a little bit might be put out through the kidneys, but for a lot of people are constipated. Even though they might be pooping, doesn't mean that their bowels are cleaned up. You know what I'm saying? So how we get rid of toxins and this acidosis is absolutely key. We see the effect of how deep and where your acids are mostly accumulating based on your symptoms, like cavities, like swelling, edema, like cancer. These acids are going to affect you where you're weakest first. Look at your family, right? Look at your family. Does anybody else in your family have issues with poor teeth? Now, these are things that we pass down to our kids and we don't even realize it. You know what I'm saying? So if it's difficult to get Dr. Morse herbs in India, see what you can do to get some of those herbs in the recipe itself, and then go and watch Detox 102, where I made this up in class and I went through all of the benefits of all of these herbs. They're so beneficial, babe. You want these herbs in your body for sure. You absolutely want these herbs in your body. So get your hands on them. Hey, Jennifer, how are you? So glad to see you here in class. Hold on, and get that book too. His book, Dr. Morse's book. You want that book in your life. Whilst listening while going to sleep. It's 2:30 p.m. Whilst going to sleep. You're going to sleep right now. Do you work night shift, babe? Going to sleep. It's 2:30 p.m. in the UK. How are you going to sleep right now? Are you having a nap? Are you having a nap? Weight loss due to thyroid in what way? Well, I don't know. What do you mean? Can you elaborate on that? Our thyroid gland very much controls our weight. If you have an underactive thyroid, you might have an excess of weight. If you have an overactive thyroid, you might be on the thinness side. That's what your thyroid does. In what way? How? It has to do with the hormones. It has to do with how that's just what controls excessive weight or excessive thinness. Oftentimes as well, excessive thinness has to do with pancreas, your digestive enzyme organ. I'm not sure how to answer that question. Maybe can you elaborate a little bit, Kim? Good morning, juicy people. Good morning. Whoops. Good morning, Crystal. Cheers to you. Having my lemon. How did you sleep last night, by the way? Did you keep the fire going? She literally has a fire that she needs to tend to make sure it keeps going as her husband is away. I guess that's usually your man's job when he is at home. How did you sleep last night, babe? Yeah, I hope you slept really good. Save for having my lemon juice today, day 4 of no coffee. And it really isn't as bad as I thought. So weird. Okay, let's just unpack that. Didn't I tell you? I'd love to say this. I told you so, babe. I told you so. I told you so. It's not really that hard. The first 3 days, remember I said this? The first few days, it's going to be like, oh, because you're not getting in that artificial chemical stimulant in the caffeine, right? You're getting your dynamic cellular energy with the juice. So you focus on this and your transition off of coffee is not going to feel as bad. This is cellular dynamic energy that we are taking into our body in exactly the composition and the makeup that our body was designed to utilize for fuel. Simple fructose sugar. People are afraid of, oh my God, that's so much sugar. Oh my God. It is simple sugar. It's not processed. It's not refined. It is not white sugar, which is death. That is death, literally. That's what you're signing up for earlier than what you need to be experiencing. All of the white flour, all of the grains, all of the rice, all of that stuff. That's the sugar that they shouldn't have at all. Simple, beautiful fruit sugar is literally what our bodies are designed to burn for fuel. Fructose combined with oxygen creates an energy cycle on a cellular level. Every single cell in the body has one job, believe it or not, folks, and that is to create a cycle of energy. And here we are putting in all kinds of poly and complex polysaccharides, complex sugars into our body, thinking that, oh yeah, or protein, putting protein in your body and thinking that that is what you need for fuel. It's ridiculous. Meat protein, that's not what you need for fuel. It's not even bioavailable. What you doing? You're wasting your time and your money. And you're signing up for sickness, right? It's not as bad as you thought. It is not weird. It is science, baby. Take out the stimulant energy in the form of caffeine and in the form of meat. Because, a lot of meat eaters say, well, no, I need my meat. I feel energetic when I have a... No, you don't. First of all, most of you feel sluggish and you don't even know it because you've never felt true energy. But if you do feel energetic and you do feel like... that is chemical stimulant energy. It is not dynamic cellular energy, which is what you want. That is an artificial stimulant energy from all of the stuff that they pump into the animals and from the adrenals that the animals release when they're about to be killed. Right before, rushes into the muscle, and that's what we eat all the time. And when you give up meat, just like when you give up coffee, first few days might feel like you're crashing because you're crashing from all of that artificial stimulant energy. As you build your body up, and it doesn't take long, like Crystal said, for just a few days, and it's like, what? It makes a difference. Okay. Deepika, you're having beans, carrots, capsicum, so peppers, onion, garlic, green chili, and cabbage sauteed with a tablespoon of oil, some mustard seeds, and cumin, salt, and pepper. Can I give you some advice, babe? Can I give you my best advice on healing your gut and all of this? Thanks for all the support and guidance. Love you too. I love you too, babe, and I'm going to give you a really great piece of advice right now. Your stomach issues are coming from these beans. Beans are extremely hard to digest. I did a whole section in one of my classes. Let me pull it up for you, darling, because you need to understand this, okay? The beans, take those out, and the cabbage, take that out. That's causing the bloating and the gas. It's causing the bloating and the gas, babe. So I want to show you some notes. When we were doing our Eating for Vitality, when we were doing our Detox 102 class, I did a section within that class. Come on, Berns. Okay. No, that's raw juices. Give me 1 second, okay? I'm pulling up these notes for you. Okay, let's talk about this since we're here. Okay? It's very, very, very important to understand what we are putting into our body from a chemical and physical point of view. All right? Beans and grains are dormant foods. Enzyme inhibitors block, oh my God, I cannot read that on that screen. I cannot read it. It is too small. Turn down the volume here. Okay. Beans and grains are dormant foods. Enzyme inhibitors block the germination process by blocking enzyme action, which allows for long-term storage without spoilage. All right? That's why you can buy a bag of beans and keep them in your cupboard forever, right? These enzyme inhibitors block the germination process. So it blocks the germination process, meaning the growing process. Even though beans are more protein rich and 1 second, I have a typo in my notes. Oh my God, that is not good. Even though beans are more protein rich than grains, and grains are starches, they are both acid forming and very hard to digest. It takes more of your body's systemic energy to digest, assimilate, and excrete these foods than what they give back to you. All right. Simply put, they rob the body of energy in the final analysis. So you're robbed. Sorry, I switched that too fast. All right. It doesn't give you energy. You have to cook the heck out of them in order to make them edible. And in the end, it's not giving you any cellular dynamic energy. It has 0 angstroms or amplitudes of electromagnetic energy compared to fruits that have 8,000 to 10,000 angstroms of energy, measured electromagnetic energy that is vibrating within the cells of fruit. 8 to 10,000 electromagnetic amplitudes of energy measured in angstroms, according to Dr. Morse. All right? Eight to 10,000 angstroms of energy. Beans, 0. They have to be cooked a lot in order to make them digestible. So you're eating a food that is going to require a lot of energy just to break it down so you can poop it out, baby. And you're getting back 0 energy. So bear that in mind. It takes more of your body's systemic energy to digest and excrete these foods than they give back to you. Simply put, they rob the body of energy in the final analysis. So do you want more energy, Deepika? Or do you want your body to be robbed of energy? I know it tastes good. I know culturally it's just what you are conditioned to and used to eating, and it is delicious. Let me tell you, I want to come and eat at your table one day, but not the cooked beans. I want to eat all your other food, because you're going to learn how to transform the ingredients that are living food and utilize that with your beautiful curries and spices. We have a couple of students in the class here locally to me in Canada who are from Pakistan. We have people from Israel. We have people from all over the world who are adapting their flavors and tastes of their culture to not include stuff like grains and beans because they are very hard on the body. So let's just see. I'm just waiting for this to appear on my screen here. I'm doing reading the class notes on my iPad as I am streaming here because I cannot read them here. Well, I can, but I have to be like this, like the old lady that I am, and I don't want to do that. Again, I'm not old. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm 55, but I'm not old. If you sprout beans or grains, you release the life force within them, the enzymes. So if you're going to have beans, you want to have them sprouted, like mung beans. You want to sprout those before using them. Their nutritional content then becomes more balanced and usable by the body. They become chlorophyll rich. Chlorophyll has been called green blood as its composition is close to that of human blood. So if you want to have a dynamic and something really close to what our chemistry already is, then you want to go with sprouting your stuff. Not only does it give you energy, but it also acts like an antioxidant, removing toxic metals and mucus from the body. So sprouting is your best bet. All right. If you want true bodily vitality and regeneration, avoid unsprouted beans and grains. It's just your best bet. If you must eat them, do so in cold climates and never together. So eating beans and rice, what have we done for a lot of us? Just about every culture has a beans and rice dish, right? And we're eating them together. So we're double whammying our bodies, as you don't want to combine a protein and a starch at the same meal. This causes even greater body enervation, which is degrading your body from fermentation and putrefaction. Health is energy, and energy comes from life, not death. So when you're eating beans and they're all cooked out all to heck, what are you eating? What kind of life do you want? I want a healthy, vibrant, energetic, beautiful, living life. Oh my God, I can't thank you enough. Oh my gosh, you're welcome. This is what I get up in the morning for. You know what I'm saying? To help people who are open to this. Because some people are like, Berns, you're full of BS. That's not true. Oh, but where's your study? Prove it. It's like, and here you are. And that's okay. If you want to be skeptical, you want to go do your study, go do your study. Don't believe me. Let this just be the awakening that you need. You go do your research. I'm not going to spoon feed you everything because you're not going to look at it anyhow because you've already made up your mind. But to come and to share this information with you, Deepika, and for you to be open to it is just, it's everything. You can't hear? Can you point me in the direction of the brownie recipe? I'd like something special for my birthday. Yes. So what I would do is I would go on YouTube and search the Real Juicy Detox brownie, because that's what I would do. I'd go to my YouTube and I would just search the Real Juicy Detox brownie. That would be your fastest way to get the recipe, because or you can also go into the Facebook group, Crystal. And at the top of the Facebook group, there's a search bar, and you can type in brownie in that search bar, and it'll pull up not only the brownie recipe I did, but other people's variations of it as well. And when is your birthday, babe? When is your birthday? All right, Kelly. My kidneys are killing me today, and I've been up all night having to pee. Yes! Woohoo! Kelly for the win. Kelly for the win. That is amazing. Look at you opening up your kidneys like a badass detoxer that you are. Did I read the previous one? There we go. So I'm going to continue to go through these notes on beans, because a lot of times we don't realize what we're putting into our body. We're thinking, well, this is plant-based. This comes from a plant. this is good for me. Plant-based does not mean vital, living, highly electromagnetic for your body. It's about the electromagnetics. It's about the magnetics of something. Not just, oh, it comes off of a plant. Come on, guys, we need to get a little more, with it. Health is, and I'm not criticizing any of you here. I'm just I'm thinking about some great plant-based channels that I've been watching that are just yeah, but you're just missing the mark on that one, honey. I don't care if you're cooking vegan food, that's totally fine, right? But what are you cooking? You know what I mean? All this plant-based thrust is not something that you want in your body. As you begin to eat more alive foods, you will know firsthand the effects that beans and grains will have on your energy levels and your agility and your gut health and your bloating and your gas. We must look beyond our limited, culturally determined nutritional ideas to see the vast array of foods that nature supplies for us. And that's where, and these are all notes from Dr. Morse. I'm just sharing them with you in this format so that you can see as it applies to you. So as you come with questions for me, like when I asked Deepika, well, what are you eating when you have your steamed vegetables? Because I knew it's not just steamed vegetables. I knew you'd be throwing in some beans into there. And I'm not criticizing you, babe. You just didn't know. I've been doing this for my entire life. When I was vegetarian, oh, hell yeah, we had all of the soy protein. We had all of the textured vegetable protein, which is just soy. And we had all of the seitan, the wheat gluten. We had all those fake foods, beans. Oh, hell yeah. I was cooking up them tomatoes, didn't know how acidic that cooked tomato stuff was for me. You don't know what you don't know, But when you know, you do different. When you know better, you do better. We got to look beyond our cultural norms. Yes, every culture has a beans and rice. I get it. For thousands of years. Can't be bad for me, Berns. My people have been eating this for thousands of years. I understand. And how many years have your people been suffering with the same diseases? Huh? And you can see it culturally in a people. They culturally get, look at the Inuit of North America. High diabetes factor amongst our indigenous people. Why? Right? Of course, a lot of it had to do with a lot of the crappy food that they had exposure to once, their culture was interrupted by the white man coming to the United States, to North America, to this land, Canada, as it was called by the natives, Canada. But a lot of it also has to do with the amount of animal fat that they have to eat and the lack of fresh vegetables and fresh fruit, right? And then of course the alcohol that came, it's a hot mess. But a lot of people culturally have suffered the same things. Look back in your culture. What are the things that your family recently gone and probably for eons before have been dealing with? In Trinidad, our culture is very heavy on the beans and rice, on the cooked food, on the sweets, on the certain types of foods. And almost everybody I know has some form of kidney failure, and you could see it in their face. The dark circles under the eyes, right? That's a big one. That's a big giveaway. It's not about that, well, that's the skin pigment, their darker skin. No, it's dark circles under the eyes, and it all points to kidney failure. Why? What is the cultural stuff that we are used to doing and just assuming that that's just what we do because that's what we do, right? The seasons have a great impact upon us, especially in the northern climates where more drastic weather changes are experienced. In summer, excuse me, excuse me. In summer, being acidic, and summer with the heat is an acid experience for the body, whereas the colder climates, it is an alkalizing experience for the body. That's why we get more coughs and colds and flus during the colder months, because the cold air provides an alkalizing experience in the body, right? That's when you go for a walk out in the cold, your nose starts running, your eyes start running, right? Those are all alkalizing effects within the body. The body is using that alkalizing environment to, when we alkalize, we detoxify. When we detoxify, we have cleaning results in the body. You know what I mean? So it's not about, oh my God, it's cold and flu season. No, it's alkalizing season, baby. Keep your body as clean as possible so that when you have the colder climates, you're not feeling the hit of the alkalizing weather that we're having, because you're already alkalized. And I haven't suffered with a cold and flu-like symptom. I'm not saying that I won't, but I haven't had the cold or the flu like I traditionally would get every single year. It's been a different winter for me, baby. I thought circles under the eyes meant dirty blood, so it's poor kidney function. Yep, it's poor kidney function. If you look over onto, let me just scroll over to, if you look at the, if you look over at the health questionnaire, let me just, if you look over at the health questionnaire, do you see in the section that says kidneys? This health questionnaire is really, really good, you guys. Have you guys done yours as yet? Under kidneys, it says bags under the eyes. This is lymphatic stagnation. In the head, it shows up really clearly as a visual sign. I have some bags under my eyes still, but nothing like I used to have. Dally's got really big bags under his eyes. Also, his skin. It's a skin thing as well, right? A connective tissue issue. But again, connective tissue issue is a parathyroid issue. Parathyroid issue goes back again. Everything goes back to your kidneys. Everything goes back to your kidneys. Are your kidneys opened up? Are they draining the lymphatic stagnation? Are they draining the sediment, the debris from your body that's acidic? If not, it's going to back up. Your system's going to back up. And for you, if you have a thyroid or parathyroid weakness, that might be, where yours manifests. Stagnation in the head, stagnation in the kidneys, skin discoloration. Again, kidneys not working, skin's not going to work. Discoloration, where you're stagnant. Fascinating. Fascinating, I tell you. Okay, let me go up. I know that I haven't. So I want to go through the rest of the grains and beans. If you guys don't mind me finishing this part of this little impromptu mini lesson, which I freaking love. You guys know I love teaching this stuff, right? I love this. I have such a great life. So where were we? In summer, being acidic, we need mostly alkaline foods. So where it's warm, you want alkaline foods to balance the acidity of the environmental effects of the environment on your body. However, in the cold of winter, which is alkaline, we tend to desire acid type food like beans and grains. This is a natural process. However, these foods should always be kept to a minimum. Remember, the healthier your glands are, the more your body will naturally create its own internal heat regulation. So instead of saying, oh, it's winter, it's cold out, I need a warm meal, why not just cover up and get warmer? Listen, it's true what he says. I find when I eat, even in the wintertime when it's colder, when I eat a little bit of cooked food, I'm not doing it because I want to feel warmer. I'm doing it because it's an old habit of eating cooked food in order to feel that comfort, right? But the great thing about what we're doing here at the Real Juicy Detox is that we're making stuff to fill and satisfy these needs. If you guys saw Dali with the salad last night with the quinoa, oh my goodness, it was so hearty and it was so warm because it was spicy. I spice up my food. So keep these things to a minimum, but definitely if you're healing your bowels, if you're healing your stomach, if you've got gas and bloating, constipation, irritable bowel syndrome, any of these digestive issues going on, stay the heck away from the beans, y'all, and the rice, especially together, but stay away from the beans. An example of this is heat regulating factor can be seen in the operation of the thyroid gland. So this is great, as Kim was just asking about the thyroid gland. Since the thyroid gland regulates metabolism, your body's temperature can be greatly affected if these tissues are weak. And we can see that, right? Remember the other day we did the health questionnaire to see what is affected by the what symptoms point to a thyroid weakness. You remember that? So that was this health questionnaire right here. All right. And I've posted this health questionnaire in the Real Juicy Detox Facebook group. So if you guys, really want to start digging deep and diving deeper into what you can do to feel better in your body today with your detox, first of all, understand what of the symptoms that you have. I know I'm jumping back and forth between the beans notes. My dad used to call me Beans-a-boo, by the way. So it's kind of, whenever I say that word, I kind of giggle a little bit. And the health questionnaire. But here are the things governed by the thyroid gland, all right? The symptoms that you might have that point to thyroid weakness. Cold hands or feet. Do you have cold hands or feet? And I do right now, and I should have brought my socks over, but I think I'll be okay. Do you have cold hands or feet? For me, yeah. Frequently cold, difficulty warming. Which is why I hate going outside for winter walks, but I'll see what I can do. Are you cold but burning inside? No, I'm not cold, but I'm cold, and yes, sometimes I'm my hot flashes, So yes, cold and burning inside. Easy to gain weight, hard to lose it. Again, because the thyroid points to your metabolism, your ability of your body to burn fuel. You can't burn the fuel very well. You got blockages there. Your temperature isn't, regulating properly. You're going to have issues with your weight. So, yep, me. Easy to gain weight, hard to lose it. That's been my life story. Heart irregularities and arrhythmias. I've had that. Headaches and migraines. Oh, yeah, baby. Easily irritable. I can be, yeah. Overweight. Not now, but for a lot of my life. Low energy, always tired. There would be times when I just completely low energy. Goiter, Hashimoto's, Graves, or Rydell's disease. I don't know. I think my grandmother had goiter or a family member with those things. And how much do you sweat? So those are the thyroid issues. Do you sweat low, medium, or excessive? So if you sweat low or you sweat excessively, that's a thyroid weakness. And for the parathyroid, which the thyroid and the parathyroid, they sit they both closely related. Are your fingernails ridged, brittle, or weak? Yes, yes, and yes. Varicose veins, spider veins, yep. Hemorrhoids, prolapses, used to. Muscle cramps, legs tire easily, not anymore, but used to. Is your bladder strong? Have a few leaks? Weak? Have you ever had a hernia? Have you ever had an aneurysm? Thank God I've never had either of those. Low bone density, low calcium. Yeah, I was diagnosed with arthritis, baby, at 11 years old. And I have I got weak bones, yeah. Osteoporosis, scoliosis, kyphosis, lordosis. A few of those, my spine is like, no. mental health challenges, depression, PTSD, OCD, etc. But depression in the past, spinal deterioration, herniated discs, bone spurs, none of those that I know of, and bruise easily. Yes, sometimes I just bruise spontaneously. Those are the thyroid and parathyroid weakness areas. Dang, I missed the questionnaires class. I haven't done the questionnaire classes yet, or else I would have referred to it. I would have said, go and look at Detox 103-2, the health questionnaire. Haven't done it yet. We'll do it. I'll get to it. Those are the kind of things that I can also work on when we're doing our 100% juicing. And we can do more of those master classes during those classes during that time. It's so interesting. I never feel cold anymore, right? Consciousness? That's so cool. My eyes have been dry a couple of times during detox, not runny, mucousy. How come? I don't know. Don't know. It's just interesting. But if you've been doing the detox and you're doing it and you're experiencing a symptom, I don't know, that's just what your body's doing. Detox. You know what I mean? My shoulder, and you guys have seen me kind of pinch my shoulder and jam my shoulder doing the silliest things, like how I open a drawer. That's detox. Can I do certain things to help that? Chiropractic appointment. Yep. You can do that. You can do some eye wash, get some eye drops if you want to support your body, but always going after the cause of everything, right? Not just treating the symptoms or the discomfort of it, but my guess, how long has it been going on? If it's just have been dry a couple of times during detox, then it's just one of those detox symptoms that come and go. A lot of them do. I just want to go through, and I'm sort of jumping all over. Hey there, Guarav, you're here. Welcome. You're new. So glad to have you in class, my friend. I'm now 100% on fruits from past few days. Wow, that is amazing. That is amazing. How are you feeling? Wow, well done. Well done, my friend. Consciousness says, my grandmother is shivering and I'm walking around with shorts. And you live in Trinidad. You should be warm. Oh, here's the rest of your comments. Sorry, I've been up and down and mixing around in the comments, not doing them in consecutive order. It's been 6 months since I've been on raw, high fruits lifestyle. During this time, I've lost so much weight and I'm just 40 kilograms now. Hey, Siri, how many pounds is 40 kilograms? Ooh, all right. So that's 88 pounds. My skin has become very dry. I'm having my severe hair falling out and my back still feels stiff. I do meditation, pranayama, yoga regularly. I also do dry intermittent fasting and sometimes 24-hour dry fasting. I do sun gazing. Dr. Morris does not agree with sun gazing. I know it's part of your culture. And I know that a lot of people do it. Be very careful with that. According to Dr. Morris, I would. Love everything else that you're doing. I also do dry intermittent fasting, sometimes 24-hour dry fasting. I do sun gazing and sunbathing and affirmations. The sunbathing, I'm all down for. I wouldn't do but I understand there are, that's part of your cultural, religious practice as well. I also did 15 days, mostly orange juice and fasting, and 21 days, fruits and vegetables and juice fasting. I gotta go into my Facebook to see the rest of that comment. Oh, I can't see it. I can't see it because on here I can only see so many. I wonder if I change my... Let me just see if I can see the rest of the comment if I change if I go like this. No, I just can't see it. Okay. I will see the rest of it. But you know what? You're on and I'm now on 100% fruit juice from the past few days. You're on a really deep healing path. When you see the body get cleaned down to 88 pounds, That's pretty intense. That's some pretty deep digging that you're doing. You can probably benefit from adding in a little bit of vegetable if you want, in terms of juicing. Your body will build itself back up, according to Dr. Morse, even though you've dug really deep and you've got such excessive thinness. This excessive thinness is, again, either a thyroid function issue, a pancreatic function issue, weak pancreas, and more importantly, a malabsorption issue, an issue with your intestines, your small intestines, and getting that mucoid plaque out. I would work really diligently on using stuff like psyllium husk and the bentonite clay mixture to aid that mucoid plaque. But keep going, man. Yeah, listen, this is the path, this is the way. And sometimes you got to break it down before you build it back up. You know what I mean? You got to think of it like you're taking your car into the body shop. Dolly's been watching a lot of restoration videos, time-lapse videos with these guys working on just these different restoration tools and car parts and little engines and stuff like that. And they take this not so bad looking but rusty looking thing, and they take it right down to bare metal again, and they polish it back up, and they paint where it needs to be painted. They replace gaskets that need to be replaced, and these guys rebuild stuff and bring them back to working order when they were completely gunked up and completely rusted over, completely unusable. Sometimes you got to dig deep and you got to get all of that gunk out, and it looks bare bones before you start building it back up. Man, keep going. You're doing an awesome job, my friend. You're doing an admirable job there. Hey, India, good morning. What is the grape juice? What is the grape juice and orange juice ratio, and how long? Is it in the files? Well, it's not in the files. What do you mean? What is the ratio of grape juice to orange juice? Shoot, I need to get my plug. Would you guys mind if I got 20%? We might finish class by then. Okay, I'll stay. I don't know what you're talking about. Grape juice to orange juice ratio, whatever floats your boat is what I would do. I don't have a ratio for stuff like that. I very much say do the, just listen to your body. Don't mix your melons with your other fruits and you should be fine. Sorry, you can do later. What do you mean, my love? No, I was going to go run and get my plug and come back. I wasn't going to stop class, but I've got 20% battery power left, and I might be able to finish all the questions by then. Thank you so much for your support and encouragement. You're so welcome. I have faith in my journey, and that's why I'm now 100% fruits. When I listen to you and all other people, I feel love. Ah, my friend, we're so happy for you. We got all the love in the world here for you, all right? So make sure you stay plugged into the classes. Come to class, be a part of the class conversation. It makes the class more dynamic and more personalized for you. You know what I mean? That's the whole goal of what we're doing. I wanted to make sure that I finished the beans notes, all right? Because I think I was on slide number 4. Scrolling back down to beans, 4 of 6. Was I here? No. Was I on 5? Yep, I was on 6. Okay. There we go. I was talking about this. We were touching on the thyroid, and then I went over to the health questionnaire. So if any of you have any experience with any of those symptoms, then know that your thyroid and your parathyroid are in question. Since thyroid glands regulate metabolism, your body's temperature can be greatly affected if these tissues are weak. Beans and grains, even though warming in nature in the long run, can make the thyroid weak. Yes. All right. This can even have the opposite effect to warming. Instead causing you to be cold all the time, especially your extremities, right? Don't like to go out in the snow, Berns. Could it be having something to do with the fact that you're always cold and you don't, it's just like, ugh. Yes, absolutely. But we can get through that. The other notes in there are on soy. I highly recommend, these were the notes from Detox 103. It's in the playlist, the masterclass playlist. Seriously, guys, I'm not doing this to plug my videos or to get views or for any ulterior motive. I have nothing to gain from this, honestly, except the knowledge and the great sense of satisfaction that you are healing your body and you're getting the information to change what you're doing in order to change your body. You see, it's not enough for me just to say, no, don't eat beans. That has zero energy and it's, not good for you. It gives you gas. Well, that's not really compelling enough when you're culturally used to doing it. But when we break it down and understand why, then that makes it so much easier to go, okay, well, I'm just not choosing that anymore. Beans are just a non-negotiable. I'm not having them. I'm not interested in them. I used to love them. I'm good. If that's going to continue to mess up my thyroid and help me, if I can stay away from them and thereby heal my thyroid and not have these hot flashes anymore and not have cold hands and feet and have all of these symptoms clear up in my body, I'm willing to do that. The beans ain't that important to me. You know what I'm saying? I could find other things to make my belly happy. And I do. Okay, let me scroll back up. I know I need to catch up on these other comments. Okay, here we go. I'm concerned about my thyroid. Okay, there you go, Kim. So I hope that going through that, those lists of symptoms at least helped you to understand more about your thyroid and how it presents in the body when it's weak. I'm concerned about my thyroid. I'm freezing cold all the time, major hair loss, and my mom has Hashimoto's. I've lost 10 pounds in the first week on fruits. Did you have extra weight to lose is what I would be asking. What is your starting weight right now? What's your height? Let's talk about that. I wouldn't be alarmed. I wouldn't be concerned. Your body is going to clean itself out and rebalance with all of this. How much beans have you had in your life? How much acid-forming food have you had in your life? How many days have you been on the planet? We talk about this often now in class. Me, it's about 20,200 and 30 days probably. Not probably, like, hey Siri. No, never mind. I'm not going to ask her. It's about 20,200 and some days that I've been alive, that I've been eating acid food, that I've been consuming a lot of beans and a lot of stuff that is damaging to the body, way more than the amount of days that I've been doing this protocol. It's going to take some time. I say give myself 2 years. I'm going to give myself 2 years. Let's see what happens in 2 years. That's going to be cool to see, to look back, right? So yes, you've inherited weak thyroid tissue by virtue of the fact that your mom has Hashimoto's. My mom had thyroid. I don't know literally what she was diagnosed with, but I know she was on thyroid medication every day of her life. She had a weak thyroid. She had a lot of these issues. I inherited, amongst a lot of other things that were amazing from my mom, but I inherited a weak thyroid. So it is going to, it is going to take some time, babe. It's going to take some time. Let me scroll down and see if you responded to that as yet. I can do without beans, says India. Me too. I have hyperthyroidism. Listening. Good. Listen up, baby. Listen up, buttercup. I have nodules in my parathyroid and benign tumors in my thyroid. So you definitely want to be listening up, right? Because your thyroid is in question. I have most of those symptoms. Yep. But you know what's great is the body can regenerate and heal every single thing in the body when we address the cause. When we stop putting the affecting chemistry into our body that's causing all of these things to show up. You keep the acid forming food out because acids agglomerate. They make things stick together. Those nodules sticking together, hardening, calcification, all of this kind of stuff because of the nature of acids. There's only two sides of chemistry, acid and alkaline. And the acid food that we put in our body, the food that we think tastes sweet, Berns, cookies are not acid, bread is not acid. What's she talking about? What is the ash residue left behind when those foods are combusted in the body through metabolism? What is the residue that's left behind? All of that stuff leaves behind an acid-forming residue. All of the meat, all the bread, all the dairy, all the eggs. Doesn't matter if it's organic or not, it's still going to leave behind an acid residue. All of just walking around, just the lactic acid that you need to go outside for a walk, all of that stuff, it's acid. We have to really be conscious about this. And what can we affect? We can affect the quality of the food we put in our mouths. We can affect the living nature of food that we consume. And when we take that approach, you heal the body from the cause. You're not just stabbing at, random symptoms. They're not random, but you're not just treating symptoms. We don't treat symptoms at all with what we do. We are not in that mindset here. We're not treating symptoms. We're taking care of the cause of what caused those symptoms: acidosis, toxicity, structural weakness, damage, either caused by stuff that you have inherited from your parents that gave you your raw materials. You can only make a cake as good as the ingredients, babe. Like, boils down to that. You know what I'm saying? And physical trauma from the outside, trauma from stuff that we put in our body, but trauma from accidents, from severing of stuff, from you go and you have surgery to remove your breast. Guess what? That causes trauma, more trauma to an already weakened area. It's already a weak organ, and you're going to go cause more trauma to it. What's going to happen if you do that? And I understand sometimes you need surgery. That's cool. But what happens if you just keep on doing what you've been doing all along by virtue of what you've been putting in your body? Doesn't matter. You can cut out any number of body parts. You can cut out your thyroid. You can cut out your uterus. You can cut out your stomach, your liver. Thank God the liver grows back. You can cut out all kinds of body parts. Cut out your colon, cut out your this, cut out your that, cut out your that, cut out your that, and then we'll radiate the heck out of you or give you cancer medication to take so it's a slow drip and you die slowly and painfully, miserably, quality of life affected, health affected. Or you can stop putting in the food that's acid forming that is leading to the breakdown of tissue in the first place. And all cancer is dead tissue. Instead of pumping yourself full of battery acid level pH chemotherapy has the same pH of battery acid. That's right. And they tell you that they're giving you this and you're going to die if you don't have this treatment. Jesus, how messed up. How messed up. And I've been on the receiving end of this, so I have all authority to talk about this from a personal experience of having been on chemotherapy for 5 years every day. All right. I know what it does to the body, and I know how to turn that all around. I've had a lot of trauma physically. Yeah. India, you're 5'10" and 122, so your body may continue to dig and to go deeper, but that is probably a healthy weight. But it looks like you've got a little bit of pituitary issues going on, which a pituitary gland is what controls how tall we are or how short we are. I'm on the short side. I'm 5 feet and 1/2 of an inch tall. Right? So I'm on the short side. Pituitary, growth hormone issues. Pituitary gland, I always point to here because it is, I'm at 10% battery now. Cross section between here and the top of your head. Right there, that's your pituitary gland. Right behind the eyes, right in here, in the center of your head. Your pituitary gland controls the thyroid stimulating hormone. So if your pituitary gland is off, your thyroid is going to be off. Your pituitary gland is going to be off when your adrenals are off, because your adrenals produce neurotransmitters, brain food, you know. When you're too tall, when you're over height, I think the average height for the Homo sapiens species, the human, is 5'7", I think, for a woman. So when you're excessively tall, then that is pituitary functioning. So your pituitary, it either can underfunction or overfunction depending on all of this. I'm also so afraid of the hair loss, though not happening yet. Well, girl, it doesn't have to happen. Hair loss happens again because of acids in the hair follicles. Acidosis in the body is throughout our entire cells, all of the cells of our body. And when your hair, unless it's intentional, like shaving my head for a mohawk, but my hair has been getting thicker. I mean, I had very thinning hair. My mother did as well, lymphatic stagnation in the head. And in fact, my mom, God rest her soul, died of septic shock. She literally died of her lymphatic system poisoning, being poisoned by herself because her lymphatic system shut down. So sad, so avoidable. The hair loss is, it can happen even as a detox symptom. Don't be afraid of it. These things are better out than in. Kim, you were saying it said between 8 to 15 pounds of weight loss in the first 2 weeks in detox symptoms. Yep, that's often very, very, very much so. Hey, Rich, love this information, Berns. Keep spreading love. Thank you, my friend. How are you? I don't think I've seen you in a detox class dropping a hello or a comment or a question. Thank you so much, Rich. So great to see you here, my friend. How are you doing? How has life been treating you? Oh my goodness, we have to catch up. I would love to see what you're up to lately. Deepika, what time should I be there for dinner? Man, I'm sure like Indian food, so good. So good. Louise says, hello, crew. Happy, healthy Friday. Happy, healthy Friday to you, Louise. I love this class, by the way. We're an hour and 42 minutes in. I cannot wait to see what we're going to be doing for our 2 p.m. class. Guys, remember, class time has changed. The midday class, it's now going to be at 2 p.m. That gives me enough time to do my one-on-one coaching calls, go for a walk outside, maybe. I don't know if I'm going to keep that promise. I don't know what I was doing. And get organized and ready for our 2 p.m. class. So I'm excited to see what we're going to be whipping up today in our juicy detox raw kitchen. Jennifer says, I woke up at 5:30 a.m. back hurting. I need to sleep, so tired. Oh, babe, you woke up at 5:30 a.m. Well, go get a nap. Have a nap. Have a nice nap. Yeah, don't be afraid. Don't be concerned. You're doing everything you need to heal the body here, babe. And those kidneys, that pain, I'm going to go get my my plug, my power. I'll be right back. Hang on one second. Okay, thank you for waiting, guys. think that is going to work. Okay, so if your kidneys are killing you, that means they're opening up. They're starting to work. I get that when my kidneys are opening up and starting. That's how I know. Go pee in a jar, Kelly. Let me know what your kidneys are looking like, what your urine is looking like. That is a sign that your kidneys are on their way to start filtering more. So that is good. Slept pretty good, says Crystal. We haven't had the wood stove that long, and it hasn't been that cold. Woke up to snow this morning and the fire out. Oh, well, we'll restart it later. Well, good. So you don't need to restart it immediately. That's good. Good morning. Oh, awesome. I sent pictures of Nancy's legs to you, Berns. Okay. No. Okay. Oh, man. They're pretty swollen, especially around that ankle. And she's on her feet all day, isn't she? The last two are how Nancy's legs get when she's working. Oh, poor thing. Well, you know, the kidney formulas would be really good for you. The heel all tea, at least get on the heel all tea, David. Find a way to get onto that heel all tea. All right. Nancy, you need to support yourself as you do this. You need to support yourself with some of this tea. The lymphatic support will be helpful for you. I would keep the juicing to 2 liters. Spread it out, sip it along during the day. Maybe nibble on some grapes if you feel like you must and you need something to eat. Try to do this as a little bit of a fast. You know, you've got edema in the legs, so I wouldn't be too aggressive on the amount of juice until you get those kidneys opening more. Oops, sorry, I just lost where I was. Where am I? Oh, I'm way up there. Okay. Hey, babe, I'm so happy to be of help in any way that I can, so yay. I mean the green one's available here. The green what's available? Can you put, okay, the brownie recipe, got that. I can hear now, okay, good. Crystal says, I just made a bunch of the kale chips last night, LOL, only about 5 made it to today. My oldest was chomping away on them as well. Listen, that is so cool. These kale chips that we made yesterday, at the very end of class today, right here, I will bring out those kale chips and show you. I am telling you, they are so good. So good. So good. Hold on. Let me just go through. Consciousness was saying, I had potatoes, but I'm back on it. My body is craving juice a lot. Also, the food combining is so important. If I mix the veggies and fruits, I wake up in the middle of the night with gas pain. There you go, right? What I do, if I mix any vegetables with my fruit, it's like a small amount in my salad dressing. You know what I'm saying? Because I find the same thing. I get really gassy. At least now my gas doesn't smell like something crawled up inside of me and died like it used to. Now most times it doesn't smell like anything, or it smells not so bad for not too long. Let's see here. I don't know how I didn't notice before. Madness. Humans are neglectful to our bodies. Like, what is wrong with us? Well, we're not aware. It's a level of awareness. You got to get to a certain level of awareness, right? There's a lot of things we're not aware of still. There's a lot of things we're not aware of, like how temporary this human's experience is and how we can really have every single thing that we want, and that it is really just us holding ourselves apart from it. There's a lot that we still don't see. Just got to have love, pour love, because there was a time not that long ago where I didn't see it, you didn't see it, many of us didn't see it. when we get to that place where it's like something sparks within us to kind of go, oh my gosh, I can see that now. Dang. And then when you know better, you just do better, you know? That's just how it goes, baby. And you said, now I notice the mucus immediately, the gas, the body's desire for more juice, the dehydration, the constipation, the body really has suffered. Yeah, it has. But you know the beautiful thing about this structure, look at how divine this is. If you catch anything in time, and almost anything can be healed, according to Dr. Morse. If you catch anything and you reverse what causes it, the body is pretty resilient, unless it's just been, you know, your spiritual path to experience that kind of level of, you know, suffering in the body. All right, well then that's your soul's, contract. But your soul's contract may also be that you experience deep healing in the body. That might be your soul's contract, right? And if it is, hey, you start noticing things. You start waking up to this. You start making better choices. You start loving yourself more so that you feel worthy of putting the good stuff in. Because you got to feel worthy. If you feel like you don't deserve good stuff in your life, how are you going to put good stuff in your body? You know what I mean? How are you going to experience a good, healthy life if you genuinely believe you don't deserve it because of some story that somebody who was supposed to love you told, or something that you thought they told you that they weren't telling you, but you just perceived it that way because that's how you perceived it, you know? Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. I'm just scrolling through to make sure I got all of the comments. So India was saying, I've got a lot of trauma, physical trauma. I refuse all chemo and radiation, and that's why I'm here. Yep, I'm done with the surgery. I'm done with the chemotherapy. I was done with the chemotherapy for about 5 years now. But, you know, I'm done with all of that. I'm done with looking at this that way. Yep, that is super thin. Mm-hmm. Lots of hair loss. Yep. Well, not very underweight, but quite underweight. Yeah. Very tall. Yeah. You're doing great. Awesome. Awesome, hun. Hey, Mom. How are you, darling? 5 to 10 inches of snow predicted here. Oh, my goodness. We're getting a big snowstorm, too, tomorrow. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I love snow. From in the chalet. I'm a chalet bunny. I'm not a ski bunny. I've been taking the Stone Crusher the last few days. That's good. That 2 cups of lemon juice was very detoxing yesterday. Kelly's on it. Kelly is on it. Babe, you're doing an awesome job. How is your kidney filtration looking? Maybe compression socks for Nancy while she is working and on her feet. Thank you, Kelly, David, Nancy. Maybe some compression socks. That's a great idea. If anybody else has any helpful, natural things that she can do, I would recommend seeing if you can find a lymphatic massage therapist as well, close to where you live. Hi, everyone. Hi, Melvina. How has the healing been going, honey? How are you feeling? Yeah, Amy was just asking, Melvina, how are you feeling? Been thinking of you, right? She's healing like a champ, actually. Have a question. We don't have the one, the tea is yet. What? Hold on a second. Have a question. We don't have the Heal All tea yet. We have them ordered. Okay, awesome. Awesome, awesome. The Heal All tea is going to really help you as well. On her feet, not in her feet. I didn't even read that typo. Me too. Yeah. I'm so sorry to ask, but does anyone here do coffee? Hi there, RM. Please don't ever apologize for asking anything. We don't drink coffee as part of this protocol because coffee is an artificial stimulant. Yeah, so we stay away from artificially stimulating the body. Coffee is, I should do a do up some class notes on coffee. I'll see what Dr. Morris has to say about coffee in his textbook that I can use for an upcoming class. Whenever I teach a class, I always teach it. I'm looking for, where is my PDF of his book? I always reference back to Dr. Morse, and that's what I teach directly from, because that is what our bias is here. Here we go. So let me just see. So yeah, so coffee pulls calcium out of the bones and tissue. So you want to be really careful about that. And, oh, no. I'll do a class on it. Kidneys are very sensitive to acidosis from meats, teas, coffees, chocolates, carbonated soda drinks. So most people consume these types of foods, air quotes, foods or toxins that after a while yield them discomfort and pain in the mid to low back area. So, it's not good. It's not good. It accelerates the aging process. It is not good on the adrenal glands. So we don't get our energy from a stimulant base. We get it from a cellular dynamic source, not a stimulant source like caffeine. Oh boy. Malvina's the kids in the class, one of our students who had some surgery, dental surgery this week. A little better, Amy. This morning, the inside of my mouth is burning a lot, doing a rice pack on the face, an ice pack on the face. Good. We are drinking Detox that has some of the stuff in the tea in it. When I drink juice, liter and a half a day. Okay, good. You're good. You're good. You're going to get the swelling down, babe. The swelling is kidney filtration. Your kidneys are not functioning. Very serious. You got to get some work done, but you can do it. 100%. That swelling in the legs is kidney function. Got to get those kidneys opened up. That Heal All Tea will help. David, Nancy has been using compression socks for over 2 years, which has decreased her swelling to over half size. Wow. Keep going, Nancy. I wish you could just not have to work on your feet. You know what I mean? You're so welcome, RM. I'm happy to share. We got a shiatsu massage chair that has leg and foot massage. It has 60 airbags. Very nice. Nancy does not do much because her feet are so sensitive. Oh, wow. The massage chair has really helped me keep my strong pain meds intake down. It has also helped me keep my weight down. Wow, that is amazing. Good job, you guys. Good job. Good morning, Bonnie. How are you? So glad to see you in class today. Oh, that chair would be good for Nancy if she could push through the pain. Slow and steady. Yes, thank you so much, Kelly. Oh my gosh. Okay, do you guys want to see I got through all the class notes. Yay! Do you guys want to see the kale chips that I made? Okay, I'm going to bring them over just because it's just easier and I don't feel like moving a whole bunch of stuff right now. Okay, these are the kale chips that we did yesterday. These are the ones with, you can clearly see somebody's been eating them. Me. Really, really good. really crunchy. And this is the one that I did the Thai salad dressing on. And then I sprinkled the finely chopped nuts with the everything bagel seasoning. You can do any dressing over top. Make sure you guys make these. And make sure you grow kale this summer. Really good. I don't know what we're doing in class today at 2 p.m. But come to class. We'll do something fun. I hope you guys had a good class today. Our bouncing classes are becoming really, really dynamic. They always have been. I'm just amazed that every single class is really so powerful and meaningful because you guys are showing up with some really powerful and meaningful questions and comments, and so good. Dottie? She's behind the cabinet there in the warm air. David says, I got Nancy to get a rebounder 4 years ago when we got back into the same town. Today was only the third day we have rebounded together. Wow! Congratulations, my friend. All you need to do is just a gentle bounce. You don't need to do anything too heavy duty. Get those kidneys opened up. Just a minute or two on that rebounder. Without taking your feet off of the platform. Just so gentle. Have fun with it. It's fun when you rebound. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to continue munching on these delicious kale chips. I want to thank you all for coming to class. Look at that. And I will see you at 2 o'clock today, right here, Eastern Standard Time. I love you.